back with a brand new movie review, and you probably guessed it with my shirt. And with this background, we are reviewing Inside Out 2. Now it looks pretty crowded in there. Now, as you probably guessed it, this movie was just released yesterday, and I happened to watch the movie yesterday, but I'm super excited for this, which brings up to this question. Is it worth waiting 9 years to get a sequel? Well, the long-awaited sequel of Inside Out 2? Only way to find out is if we go through this movie review. Now, like I said, this may contain some spoilers if you haven't seen this yet because it just got released yesterday. So, if you want to avoid those spoilers, first, pause me and then go ahead and check it out either on theaters or if it's on if you're on the future and this movie just got released in streaming, or if it's on DVD or not, then you can either do that too. And then when you're done watching the movie, unpause me and then check out this movie review, or go on right ahead because I don't really mind. Now, you might be wondering, why am I standing up? As you probably guessed it, I'm actually spending a night at my dad's place because of, Father's Day weekend. It's deja vu again. I actually did this once with Elemental last year, but it was on Father's Day weekend. But anyway, I'm super excited for this, so let's get started. Starts off with Riley Anderson doing her usual hockey competition thing, and the emotions on Riley's mind are always on the case to make sure that Riley is Riley. Anyway, to recap this, the movie takes place a year after the very first film, and Riley has been doing very well. She just graduated middle school and soon to be in high school. And she's officially 13. And one more thing. She even made some new friends named Bree and Grace. And they were offered by a high school coach for a hockey camp, which was a perfect chance for them to, be a part of something bigger. Which means the emotions can put a good memory on the new sense of self, a new kind of personality area that makes you feel like what you really feel about yourself. They do a job to organize it a bit. They just get rid of the ones that they think that are not necessary or the bad memories and put the good memories in there. And that's a really great part about it. However, on that day when Riley fell asleep and the emotions went to bed, our noise came in and the puberty alarm was ringing. Oh no! Then the mine workers came in and started breaking everything apart in their base. The emotions have no idea what's going on, but they said that they're making room. For what? Uh-oh. As soon as Riley woke up, she noticed some few changes, and when the emotions activated the console to express her emotions, she acted like in a super strange way, which caused the emotions to try not to do anything else and take it very slowly. However, during a conversation with her friends on their way to the hockey camp, they have some bad news that they might not get a chance to be on it, which really concerned Riley a bit more. And of course, she also wants to make a very good impression to a very special team captain of that hockey team, Val Ortiz. So, when the time has come, when Riley arrived at the place where she is going, it is a big high school, and there are so many people that are about her age, and she started this new feeling. Meanwhile, in her head, the console looked orange. How did it look so orange? Well, it was none other than the new emotion, anxiety, a new orange emotion who gives Riley the feeling to be nervous. But she's not the only new emotion here. Envy, a small and teal emotion to make Riley feel envious. Embarrassment, a big and pink emotion to make Riley feel, well, embarrassed to the most embarrassing moments. And ennui, the very bored emotion who could make her feel like she's bored. And the cool part about it is that she can also use her phone to control the console whenever she feels like it. There is also one more emotion, and that's nostalgia. However, she is needed after 10 years, 2 graduations, and a wedding. As soon as the new emotions were introduced, they started working together to help Riley fitting in. However, there is one problem. They both have different ideas. Joy wants to help Riley fit in by being herself, while Anxiety wants to help her fit in with the cool kids. You know how teenagers always trying to fit in with the cool kids, but always feel anxious about it. They weren't really doing too well on that, so a decision was made. In order for Riley to fit in with the new kids, Anxiety decided to just throw out Riley's old feelings so that way they can make a new one for her to fit along with the cool kids, and they decided to put them down off to a on off duty because they believe that they're needed a lot more than them. So with that, they were bottled up and became suppressed emotions. Oh no. Meanwhile, the new gen emotions went off to work to help Riley fit in with the new kids and to make a new kind of feeling for her. I wonder what will happen because after every time they put in a new memory into who the thought of feeling, something weird is going on right there. So with that, the 4 emotions are off on a journey to recover that feeling back because it is very important to her. However, they come across Imagination Land, which was completely different from the last time that Joy went. Like, there is a Mount Rushmore of the crushes that Riley has, including Lance Slashblade and some other things. They even come across the Pillow Fort, which actually is much more like an office building that Anxiety is using to sketch up some negative thoughts on Riley's head to make her more anxious a lot. But Joy wouldn't allow that, so she snuck in and tried to give her some positive thoughts, which she would help her sleep through it. However, after Anxiety discovered that, she called in the Mind Police to go and catch them. Luckily enough, Joy managed to escape in time, but Anxiety knows that she really needs Riley to help be fit into the cool kids. So she did the most naughty thing ever. She woke up Riley so that way she would sneak into the coach's office to see the results. But Sadness tried to stop her, but eventually she got caught. But anyways, back with Anxiety, she tried to find out more about the results, and it turns out Riley didn't get in. So with that, they have to come up with a huge idea that they could. So with that, a huge mind storm came in which Joy discussed anger and fear were being caught off while riding off a balloon, and it was pretty gnarly. but they managed to escape just in time. However, they were still getting nowhere to the pile of bad memories, in which Joy had enough because all she could hear from anger, fear, and disgust were complaining and complaining, and she was about to give up, but they were not ready to, so they tried their best to make it their way through. Meanwhile, Anxiety still tried her best to help Riley fit in with the cool kids by making her feel like one of them by giving her a red streak, while Embarrassment had a small change of heart for Sadness, decided to let Sadness go and try to set everything right by opening the valve so that way they could send out the good feeling back up to the base. But suddenly, Anxiety just destroyed it. Man, that's really messed up. So they had no choice, but in order for them to make it up and back to the base fast, they needed help from Poochie, the little pouch that Luffy has with him. And with that, they used all the dynamite from Pouchy to create a huge landslide of bad emotions, and they made it out to the area of feeling, and they made it back up to the base. However, after one hockey accident, and while Anxiety was in control, she got Riley into trouble, in which Riley started to have an anxiety attack, which Anxiety was moving super fast. It was creating a huge whirlwind. Luckily enough, Joy came back in to stop Anxiety from this, saying that she needs to let her go. And with that, they managed to put in the good feeling back into the base. But there was one problem. It wasn't working enough. So with that, Joy decided to remove it because after seeing all those bad memories, she realized that they don't need both of the good feeling that he had for her, and the new feeling that Anxiety created for Riley, which was the feeling like I'm not good enough, which caused a huge problem with that. So with that, Joy decided to just remove it, and a new one was created with all these different feelings of I'm good, I'm bad, I'm mean, I'm kind, that kind of thing. It was such a huge thing, and with that, it was all coming together because after all that stress that Riley was taking, she finally got her chance to breathe and feel joy. So with that, Riley's hockey camp was over, and she finally got her chance to be in high school, but can still hang out with her old friends who are in a different high school and the cool group that she is in. Pretty creative. As for the emotions, the OGs and the next gens, they made peace with each other and started working together to help Riley feel Riley. The end. Alright then. Thanks for watching the review part. I know it may sound a bit confusing, but like I said before with most of my movie reviews, I try my best to, do a little shortening for a bit so you could avoid spoilers. Also, of course, Anger decided to adopt Ouchie. Now, it's time for the rating part. The actual review. Anyway, with that, I think Inside Out 2 was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it a lot. It really brought out a big message for this film, like how in Inside Out, it really tells which emotion that you should really feel about yourself, like how joy and sadness were separated from the base, and they feel like they need to be back there, and she really needs to feel happy, but it wasn't really the right emotion for for Riley as she is struggling to accept the new place that she was moving in. She felt this depression, and the really important emotion that she needed during that moving in was sadness, of course. So that was a really important message part of that, of how you really feel about that, like, something like that. As for this one, it's kind of like the accepting what emotions that you could take for yourself, like anxiety. Want to make Riley feel like she's the wanting to fit into the new kid. It's the cool kids. So she felt like that she, along with the rest of the next gen emotions, are mostly important than the OG emotion. But after going through all that, it felt like it wasn't enough. But it turns out they both need each other to help Riley feel like the right emotions for that. And so that, I think it was a really good message for that one, like how most Pixar our films have a strong message for each of them. Now, for the question I asked, was it worth it to wait 9 years for Inside Out 2? Here's my answer. Yes. Well, here's my reason why. Ever since that small little scene at the ending of Inside Out 1 about the puberty alarm, I was like, yeah, it does make a little sense because, well, there's gotta be more, right? And besides, it really pulled off the Incredibles thing where it left off a huge cliffhanger there, and 14 years later, we got Incredibles 2. Pretty creative, I know, right? So with that, it is completely makes completely sense about Inside Out 2 because of with that cliffhanger in Inside Out 1. And originally in the first film, they were originally going to do the 27 emotions that we all feel, what we have inside of ourselves. But due to the character shortage, they tried to make it at least 5, and then it makes total sense for to make a sequel with more of the emotions like anxiety, embarrassment, envy, and ennui, including nostalgia. So it makes total sense for this film to feature more emotions, since they were about to do 27 emotions. Man, that's really a lot though, but so yeah, it makes total sense for me in that. Now, for the ratings, I would say it is a really good movie, so I would give it a 9.1 out of 10 because of it is really good, and it kind of reminds me of the first Inside Out 1 film, but with a villain and twist in it. Some few people may see anxiety as a main antagonist, and I totally get what you mean. Anxiety just wanted to help Riley, trying to fit in, but it wasn't really enough for that during the near end of the film. So yeah, I wouldn't say she's not really a main antagonist of the film. She was just trying to look out for Riley, like with turning red with the mother. Please forgive me, I don't really know her name because I'm not really a big fan of turning red. But anyway, the mother wasn't really the main antagonist of the film. She just really wanted to look out for May, and went a little over dramatic during the giant red panda scene and turning red. So yeah, it's kind of like that. But overall, not a bad movie. I really do enjoy it, and definitely worth the wait for 9 years for Inside Out 2, like the wait of 14 years of Incredibles 2. So with that, that's it for now. what do you guys think of this movie? You can answer that down below in the comments. And for another question, who is your favorite emotion in this film? Mine is probably embarrassment because of how the cool design that they put with embarrassment, and of how he acted in a small rebellion to help out sadness. It was a really good way for embarrassment. One more thing I almost forgot. Yesterday I posted a little thing called the Inside Out 2 challenge, where I ask you the 4 questions based on the new emotions, like what makes you feel anxious, what makes you feel envious, what makes you feel bored or ennui. And for embarrassment, it's 2 options. You can either tell a very embarrassing story about yourself, or what makes you feel embarrassed. That one's a big based off one. You can either answer one of those questions, and that is posted on my YouTube community bar and my Instagram. So there's a little link in the description along with the comments, so that way you can head out there and feel free to answer that question on Instagram and my YouTube community tab. And here's a fun fact. The actor who played Embarrassment also played Dark from Orion and the Dark, the Netflix film that I didn't really watch. And same thing with Envy. The actress who played her also played April O'Neil from the 2023 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated film. And the actress who played Ennui did the French dub of Ember in Elemental. But yeah, really nice. The really sad part about it is that Bing Bong isn't really in it. Man, Bing Bong was such a really fun character. It's really sad that he died in the first film. I really do miss him a lot. He is really fun though, and really sad that we didn't get the chance to see him in the second film, man. But hey, there are some other fun characters in there, like Bluefy. I really cracked up of how he is based out of the cartoon character from a kiddie show like Dora, Bluey, Mickey Mouse, the one with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and his little pal Poochie. I'll keep saying Poochie. I think it meant like Pouchy, who's supposed to be like Backpack from Dora the Explorer, and Lance Slashblade is also pretty funny because not only he is based out of a character from a Final Fantasy game, like Cloud Strife. That's the only Final Fantasy character I know because I don't really play that game a lot. But the most funny thing about him is that all he does is just curls up in a ball, trying to do that little Sonic or Samus kind of thing. But the most funny out of all the characters in the secrets was Deep Dark Secrets. Despite his menacing looking film, it is pretty funny with him that he does hold the biggest, darkest secret that he holds from Riley, like the one time he burnt the hole in the rug, and pee in the rug, which pee in the pool, which showed off in the post-credit scene with Joy asking him. Well, I just bumped the green screen. Sorry about that. But other than that, it was a really good one. I really do enjoyed it. So with that, thank you all so much for watching. Probably said this about the 3rd time already, but make sure you subscribe for some more awesome content real soon because, well, I am back from my break and I am so excited to be back because I got some more ideas for this channel I hope will get me to 1,000 subscribers, because that is my goal for now. So with that, see you next time, everybody, and have a brick day. Bye. Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.